Welcome back to episode number 5. This episode will be talking about groups and components and SketchUp. This is one of the most important episodes. In order to model good and have good geometry, let me explain you about groups. So we learn how to create. I delete this guy, I take a rectangle, and I'll just do a box, push and pull, and make it a box just like that. Now SketchUp is a sticky program. So let me explain what I mean by sticky. So let's say I have this box and I have another box right here, and now I want to move this box, the box on the right. I'll triple click and I want to move it to be closer, touching the box on the left. So if I just take it and put it here, once that I attach those two, now it's attached, I can't separate them. If I try to separate them, they got stick together. So now I have like a one piece. Now this is good for some stuff. But let's say if I want it separated, in this case, Control Z, I'll go back, we get the group. The group, you just right click your selection and you press make group. Once you press make group, you can move it and move it along, and it won't be sticky anymore. It will be a group and its own. So this is the group, and this is very useful. And another good thing you get with the group is once you on move tool, with the move tool, you get an option when you hover around one of those faces, you get an option to rotate the group. To edit the group, all you need to do is, or you can just double click it and go to edit. You see how everything becomes gray, and then you know you're editing the group. Or you can just right click and press edit group, and you'll get back to your model. You just click outside of this this dot line, and that's it. So for example, if I wanna just take it down, that's it. Now I got it separated. So this is group. Okay, components. Components is like smart groups. So for this demonstration, I'm going to make a window. Now I'm not going to put any dimensions because I want it to be fast. So I'm taking the rectangle and I'm going to do it laying down. So I have here a rectangle on the bottom. I'm going to take the offset tool. We haven't talked on the offset tool, but basically what the offset tool is, will give you a offset of whatever square or whatever geometry you selected. It has to be one line and up inside. So I choose the offset and I'll give a small loop, and this will be the frame for my window. I'm going to delete this middle square and push and pull my frame. Okay, now I have my frame. This is going to be my frame for my window. I triple click everything, and I can or press the component button, or I can right click and make component. I'll just make component, just right click. So here you can name it. I'll call it window, because this is going, and you can put like a small description, whatever is your size. Let's say if it's let's say 100 by 200. Let's say in this case we don't have sizes, but for example, and you want to set the axis and keep it on any. This is give you the option to cut or create cuts and stuff like that. we're going to keep it on any, and create opening, cut opening will show in a second, and replace with the component. So this also need to be checked. Great. So I got my component ready. So what's the difference between a component and a group? A component, once you have more than one, if I control and move it, now I have two. And if I come in and I edit or do any changes inside the component, it will show around in all of the copies that I have of the same component. So this is very, very useful, because if you have a bunch of windows inside your project, so this will be very handy. So for this, I'm going to delete this one, and I'm going to continue with my window. I'm going to make another rectangle inside, and I started in this corner, and if you see, I got the blue line, means in the midpoint. Great. I have two, I filled it up. I don't want this part, so I'm going to delete this, the right size, because I want to just have one. Double click it and make it a component, and I'll just make it a component. I just press any, create cut, and replace with and I'll call it window 02, win 02, 01. Okay, great. So now I have this window, and this will be the actual window. So what I'm going to do is give it a frame, and push, do like the other one, delete this, put this inside, and I'm going to put it half of the I'm going to find the midpoint here, half of the height. Okay, and now inside I'm going to triple click, do the glass, and the glass I'm going to do just a group. So I'm drawing just a line, double click it, make a group, move it to the middle of my second component, go inside, push and pull it, and I'll just put a small number, let's say 0, because glass is very, very, very thin. So 0.2, this is good. Okay, great. Now I have my window. So I'm going to copy this window and to my frame, and now I have a window. Now materials, to get any of those you go to window, and here you get the material. You can choose all kind of material, and we are going to just use the translucity and put some glass on our glass. So now we have a window with a glass. So having it as a component is a big advantage, because let's say if now for example, let's say we have this window, yeah, let's say we have it a few times in our model. So here we have it once, and let's put a 1 here, and let's do time 5. Great. Now we have 5 windows in our project. But let's say I want to open one of those. So all I need to do, I open this, and because it's component, all of those will open. And let's say I want to modify, I want to do those windows smaller. So because they're all component, I can just go ahead and change the size. Now the glass is not a component, but I can change it just going in, and it will affect it the same. So I want to show you what that cut opening button means when we checked and we did so for this I'm going to make a box for like a house, and I want to get the component menu, and that's under window components. I'll put it right here, stick it on, and go to the house button. So I have two windows, my window 01 and my window. I'll press on my window, my regular window, and drop it inside of my project. Now you see how you can see through the window? So this cut out of the big box a hole inside a size of the side of the window. So this is the cut opening button. That's what it does. So this will be this for this episode. I hope I was helpful, and please like and subscribe. Thank you guys. Bye.